This is a change request and applied using the Accord change request form. I'm going to highlight what type of policy I need to make a change on. In this scenario, I'm doing a vehicle change. I'm going to either right-click on the business auto policy and get all the options to come up, or hit the options button at the bottom and go to change request. This brings up the Accord change form. Because there's already one in here, it came up right away. I don't want to use this old one. I want a new change, so I'm going to hit File and Add. It is a new change. That's fine. First thing it does is default to the current policy term. You might need to change that. And the effective date defaults to today. You might need to change that. This is the delete date. It's going to default from a year from now, which is fine. Then this change request will go away. You can do a premises change, in which you'd probably also end up doing a property change. Drivers, equipment, liability and liability hazards, workers' comp rates and hazards and payroll, and additional interests. This is just a remarks overflow, as is this. So you can go through these tabs to find the change that you need. If there isn't a place for that, type it in remarks. I'm going to do the vehicle. I am going to remove the 2004 ending in 357. So I just highlight the vehicle I need to delete and hit the delete button. Then I need to add one as well, so I need this form to come up again. So I hit add. If I needed to delete another one, I would just highlight it and hit delete again. In this scenario, I'm going to add. I need to see what vehicle number it's going to be. So this new one's going to be after this last vehicle that's listed. So it's going to be risk number 19, vehicle 23. And just type in all of the information. I did not copy and paste it. Okay. I can look back on the old one to see what the class was. Then I'm on the description radio dial. I need to go to the coverage radio dial to check what coverages I want to pull over to this vehicle. And again, I can go to the previous one and see what they had deductible wise. I'm not changing anything. There's no additional interest with this one, so at this point I'm done. I want to file and print so that I can email it to motorist. So from here I can print if I want to send it to the insured to sign. It's going to update the current application on the effective date of change. If I leave this chosen, it's going to change the application immediately if I choose this option. I usually use, if it's a company that downloads information, I hit do not update, because I want to be able to look at the application and see that it was downloaded, and that's how I know the change was done. If you're going to print it or fax it by Fax Advantage, you leave it on print. I am going to choose TAM PDF Converter to get a PDF of it so I can email it, so I have to choose the preview button. This did not change, so it's still on do not update, and hit OK. It's going to make you do an activity, which we would want to do anyway. And I'm going to say delete 2004 GMC. And the effective date in there. It's not always the same day as the day you're doing the activity, so you want to put the effective date in too. In this case it is. So this gives me the PDF. I can save it or email it right from here. I'll save it. And this is exit the view. File and exit out of there. And you can see my activity, since I left it open here, will stay open until I get the endorsement back. I'll put the amount of the premium difference in here and then close it after I make sure it was done correctly. Where did I put it? Well, I'm going to have to find it first, I guess. I thought I put it in delete after sending. There it is. And it is off to be processed, and we can go on to the next item in our list of things to do. Once that comes back, it'll be attached automatically by Jacinta, so it'll be a copy of the endorsement. We'll get a download, and then we can close it.